just near the park playground area, we have a little cafe restaurant. And next to that, there is actually a archway made of limestone. You can walk through the little archway, but I wonder what it represents. Let's see if I can see a plaque at all. Plaque's a little bit overgrown, but it basically says the first house on the Gingin station, later called Sheraton, was built by the owner W.L. Brockman about 1854. The front entrance to the house was through an archway, which is reproduced here using some of the original limestone blocks. Very interesting. A shame it's overgrown though. And of course here we have the view of the little cafe. The Anzac Centennial 2015 Wall of Remembrance. Let's remember them in the Gingin district from the Great War to World War II. And the sand shell. Oh, this must be where the water was, where I heard that water sound in. From the water wheel. This is called Granville Pool. It's not recommended to swimming in it, and I don't think I really want to go swimming in it either, especially with all the ducks around. Nice little picnic spot area here. With barbecues as well. Hey, that local IGA. And looking up this way, there's the hardware store. This is called the Philby's Cottage, 1903. Charming English style gabled cottage. Little plaque here. Well, about who he is. William R. Philby. As I was walking through the town, I was just taking photos of the buildings and the town, the little road, plaques telling me about the buildings. I noticed a sign that said scenic walk. So I thought, well, why not come down and have a look and just see what this scenic walk is all about. I'll just take some footage and tell you about the various plants that they've got. Common joyweed, an annual herb, throughout much of Australia. Twig wedge sedge. Water looks a little bit murky. I definitely don't want to go swimming in it. Yes, we can go 2 ways from here, along the gravel track or along the boardwalk. I think I might go along the boardwalk. Very peaceful. Just walking along and just reminiscing of things. Every so often I can hear a bird in the background. As we come to the end of the boardwalk, we can see a little gazebo picnic area. So after the nice long walk, you can have a nice cup of coffee or a nice cool drink. Word of warning, the boardwalk can get slippery when wet. It is also part of Jim Gordon v Victoria Cross Trail, the Bravery. The trail finishes just near the Uniting Church, which is opposite our beautiful Granville Park. It's a 10-minute stroll. Nice little barbecue areas as well. Under the that little gazebo, there was some information plaques on the history of Gingin. It also gave a insight on the birds and the plants around the Gingin Brook, which is where the boardwalk runs through.
Here we have the Gingin Hotel, which was built around the same time as the railway station to service the railways. So people could choose to have a light refreshment, or they could choose to, because I only had 15 minutes. And it is also a popular place for a drink, or also you can grab something to eat. Just on the main road on World Street, there is an outdoor activity space area with barbecues provided. And there is also toilets available as well. Located near the Granville Civic Centre. We also have information about when the first services were held in 1854. And the fact that some people rode on horseback. Very interesting read. And also in the town there is a scenic walk you can do. Never know what you could discover just by walking in the town. So please remember to subscribe, hit the notification bell to be notified on our next video, because you never know where we could be. Over here we have a lovely mural representing a cockatoo. And what appears to be a stage with a couple of people representing folk waiting to see a show. And a nice little stream going over the Gingin brook. This sports wheel is a replica used to drive the flour mill. Feel free to pause the video if you want more of a read. While driving around the town, I discovered this building here, the Road Board Office, which was established in 1911. It has now been used as a daycare centre, which, as I've said in previous videos, I always love to see buildings being repurposed for something else. Recycling those old buildings rather than knocking them down adds quite an interesting charm. Just opposite the Road Board building, we have the CWA restrooms, which has now been used as an arts and crafts centre. Once again, buildings being repurposed. And one of the things